All right, we are back. We are doing a little series, and it's going to be the Bassin Battles Guide Service, where we take people out and try to put them on bass, and maybe even a big one, hopefully. But what we're going to do is we're going to take them to lakes where they've been very little or haven't been at all, and we're going to try to get them some fish. Today's first contestant is my mom. Right? I told her she doesn't have to be on camera, but she can talk. And I might even have someone to hold the camera for a minute, which will be different, which will be kind of nice. Because we all know Chris doesn't hold the camera. He's focused on his damn fish and beating me every time. So
I won't be holding the camera either.
This one's going to be a little different, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of set this up, and I'm going to put, well, I already put 2 different baits on rods and reels for her. But maybe we'll kind of explain how and why, and we'll go from there. But this will be kind of a different video with different explanations, me pointing out specific spots for people to cast, and whether you're a novice or advanced, I'm sure I can put you on a fish if you come up and fish with me.
I always catch a fish.
Right? She's not bad. We'll see. I've seen her throw a worm out and be pretty successful, so we'll see what we can do. Next one will probably be explaining the gear just a hair. So hang with me, a little different. Be right back. Okay, for the first part, the camera's on you, it's on me.
Okay.
For the first part, we're gonna do that little bait explanation that I was talking about. So I'm gonna hand her this for a sec here. I can see me in the screen, so you don't have to or I'd hold it
I know, but you know I stink at this. My
Just
thumb
right there.
usually gets in it.
Well, it's fine, because I have
Yeah.
it facing me, so I can see it.
Okay.
So that's not a big deal. But, okay, first thing first is just a classic bait here. I think you've used this before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have.
Just a Cinco, weightless. The water's super clear, so we went with a little bit better visibility here, a little chartreuse tail, and good color for the summer. This one's kind of a go-to for any time of the year. You guys have seen Christopher use it a lot. So we're gonna start her with this, and we'll be telling her kind of where to cast it specifically. I'll try not to beat up spots first. I'm gonna try to actually be a little bit of a guide and get people on fish.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try real freaking hard. But then we got another different little bait, which if you're having trouble catching, you might not catch as big a fish, but you can catch a ton of fish on like a little Ned head. So that's what we've got right here. And we've just got braid on braid, because this is thick stuff out here a lot of the times. So if you can see that, it's a mini rage bug on just a little Ned head, tiny little weed guard there. See what I mean? So that'll come through a little bit. I'm talking to you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
But yeah, so if nothing else, you can downsize like this and at least get on something.
I forgot to buy me some night crawlers.
Yeah, you know, you probably should have.
No, I've been catching without them though.
Yeah, so
couple
she's got 2 rods here. I'm gonna have some bigger normal stuff on, rage bug, all that good stuff. Not important, but we're gonna start with that, and we'll see if we can't put her on a fish here. We have some decent shade to work and some sunshine hitting it, and then you got the pads making shade as well. So you have,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
when it's hot like this, I think my thing said it was like 94.
Yeah.
So, and it's the hottest day of the summer. It's supposed to get up to like 102. So that's our main stuff. We're gonna look for trees like that. We're gonna look for, here, let me snag this so they can see what I'm talking about. But we've got like pads, where is it? Right there, which are gonna create good shade. And then we have this entire shady bank that we can work. And I don't know if I can really point to them right there, maybe. There's logs in the water. So that's gonna be a big one.
Okay.
Anything that creates shade, anything that lets them hide,
Right.
because they'll tuck back up under.
Yeah.
Tuck back up under. And
You know I've been
So, yeah.
fishing for 50 years, right?
I know. I said novice to advanced, but these are my favorite spots to take people and catch them some fish. So I'll probably set it up from a little different point of view, and we'll try to get her on some fish. If anything, I might catch one too. Be right back. Since we haven't made a whole lot of noise or anything, we're drifting right here. I'm gonna have you cast right at this shade. Go to the left of this first log a little.
Just that much?
Yep, just a little to the left. I see some bubbles. Okay, let it sink. And this particular bait, what's going to happen is you're going to want it to really just slow fall. Don't really give it much of a reel. Kind of just twitch it here and there, you know. Here, yeah, close your bell. I'll hold that line out there for you. Go ahead and reel it a little and I'll let go. There we go. But yeah, so on this type of bait, the stick bait, you want it to just like kind of dead float, and then you can give it like a little twitch or a little pop here and there. Right? Definitely gonna be some weeds. The worm will be somewhat weedless. It won't be too bad. Okay, and then the next thing.
I can already see it.
Yep. So here, pull it out. You got little weeds on there. All right, give her the old splash technique.
It's not working.
Okay, bring it over here. Bam. All right. See this tiny little spot of shade right there next to this log? We're pretty close.
I really don't see any shade.
But there's a teeny little shadow right there.
Right there?
Yep.
No.
Not little. Yeah, a little to the whatever. But we're going to get some better spots. This is just kind of an example here of kind of what we'll be doing today. Be right back.
What the heck kind of bird is that?
I'm not sure actually what that was.
Like a cuckoo.
Alright, go ahead and reel it in. Alright, try to get another cast way up in that gunk right there. Do you need to turn you a little? Get like to the left back side of that log.
Yeah, you're talking to somebody that can't even throw a ball.
No, I know.
Here we go. Oh, to the
Okay,
right of it.
okay, that's
No?
fine. That's
Okay.
fine, because you'll come by the log when you start bringing
Yeah.
it in, because that log comes out a little way.
Yeah.
And there's more spots than this with like shade and everything.
Yeah.
Well, if we beat this spot up and don't get much, we'll kind of shift over a little. See, that wasn't bad. That'll kind of fall right by that log. And the idea of the Cinco is to, it floats kind of like a fish.
Yeah.
Just straight,
Yeah.
and it just kind of comes down like this.
Right.
So that's why like you gotta kind of stop and let it full sink that first time.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of do whatever. You can kind of swim it back. You can kind of pop it a little.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna spin around this way. And we're gonna go for this pad clump out here.
Okay.
I'll kind of stay as far away as I can,
Yeah.
as long as you can reach.
Yep.
Because this little pad clump up here, I've caught plenty of fish on. Me and Becky caught some on it last trip out last week. Probably need to get you a little closer, huh? Definitely a little closer for that. And if you can, try to hit like 1 or 2 pads deep.
Okay.
And then pull it to the edge.
You know how I feel about that.
Well, that's fine.
That's what Grandpa used to do when we were little.
I know,
He's
but
like, "Put it on the
unlike
bed."
Grandpa, I'll go get it without,
Yeah.
you know,
Without screaming.
exactly.
Yeah.
There's always more bait and there's always time to go get it. Okay, perfect. Now just kind of slowly reel it back. Keep your rod tip in the air
Okay.
so it keeps your front of your bait, like get tighten up your line. And then just, if you have your rod tip high and you reel it and you slowly reel it, it'll keep that tip up.
Okay.
So go ahead and reel it till you get to the end of the pads. There, you're getting there
Almost
though.
had it.
You're getting there. Oh dang it, your hook's exposed a little
Dang
bit.
it.
Okay, reel it up and bring it to me. So that is one thing, especially if you don't quite get it rigged right, which I kind of went a little to the left on accident.
Yeah.
Because the hook like spot is over
Yeah,
here.
like they're not gonna bite that. They can
But
see the whole thing.
we're gonna go ahead and tuck it in just that little bit right there, and that should be good for a minute at least. So go ahead and try to cast right up in front of us here. Okay, see, yeah, there you go. And then that way too, if there's a fish in the middle of the pads, then that will kind of alert them that something's there. Because if you hit on the outside too far, they're not going to really feel like traveling a lot of times. See, that's perfect. Right now you're in your head. You're in your own head. See, and even actually out here, it's fine if you have those ones off the bank like that a little bit. Because it's shady still.
Right.
So whenever they have a little room to roam and there's a lot of shade, you can work it all the way to that shady line.
Right.
And a lot of times, in order to keep cool, they'll stay right in the middle there and hunt from that line. Right, it is a little weedy. Yeah, we might have to check out a different spot if it's going to be this bad. Here, if you want to. And what it is the bait that you have on is just a mini rage bug.
Right.
So me and Grandpa, you know him, he uses that big bug, that one. But what you have on is just a mini version of that.
Right.
Yeah, honestly, you might have to go back to that other one for a minute. I didn't think it was going to be quite that weedy. So actually, don't put it down yet. We're going to go over here and just cast. We're going to kind of go in a little bit and then move out. So give me a sec here. And by this tree might not be as weedy. Maybe not quite as bad. But on this one, just go ahead and cast anything from... Yeah, exactly. Anything from there all the way over to that other tree. Yeah, and like I was saying, the little bit of weediness out here, we might go to a hair deeper water and fish some docks.
You usually catch one at the docks.
Exactly. That's usually the confidence spot. And this is what I was talking about, why it kind of almost be the last trip to this spot specifically, because it gets so choked, just utterly choked. Even the trolling motor gets choked up. Yeah, now you're wrapped up around the tip here.
Am I?
Here, bring it my way. I'll get it.
Another rookie mistake.
Oh, here you go. Okay, and like I said, try to aim like in that clear water where that shade is.
You always say that, but you remember I didn't pass my eye test yesterday.
I know, but like just right out in front of you, as far as you can go.
As far as I can go.
Right out, straight out in front of you. Yep. Okay, this time you're gonna just hit these pads over here.
Do I have to land on
Just,
this time?
yeah, you want to land like, you know, land 2 or 3 deep since they're really tall. You don't want to get all the way in there.
Okay.
So just try to hit a couple, you know, land on at least one and just pull it right off the edge. And that's the, okay, keep your rod tip up. Don't let it sink.
Got it.
Yep. All right, go ahead and reel it in. The only reason we kind of threw out into here was because of the fact that we saw a big old splash right here. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't a bird, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. So we're gonna move over here and I'm gonna have you cast this stuff just like we did the pads.
Okay.
So like this green clump coming up here.
Okay.
You wanna just, you know, hit near that edge. Something took off right there. But yeah, you wanna hit near that edge and just let it sink.
Which edge?
The closest edge, yeah. The one where you can really start to see it get shady. See, that's okay. You can let that one sink.
Right to the inside of that corner.
Nice. All right, the guide service has moved on to a new spot. The first spot was just way too darn weedy and no fish. So we're coming out here to a little deeper water. Hopefully the weeds are a little less. And we've got some spots to drop along all kinds of docks this way and that way. So we're gonna hopefully get her on one. Also, I rigged her up a little Ned head here, a little Guggen rattling Ned. Downsized the bait, upsized the amount of catches. So we're gonna give that a shot for a second. Be right back. All right, try to get like by that little ladder and the wood and this dock right, or the jet ski pad. Try to just get it anywhere in there. Okay, perfect. Well, reel it in slow, nice and slow. Give it a little pop. There you go. And just same thing. Oh, you were so close.
I was
You're stuck.
so close.
Here, let me see it. All right, try to get right up in there on the jet ski thing. And if you hit the jet ski thing, it's plastic, so it should slide off of it easy enough. So it's not as bad as trying to hit a dock.
Oops.
Oops.
Of course. Dang it.
All right, go ahead and reel her up. Reel it up nice and slow. All right, I'm gonna kill this guy and sit in my seat for a sec. We'll figure out where we can get some fish. All right, we're still grinding, but the guide service is still in business for now. So we're gonna head over to the next side over there, where hopefully it's a little more rocky and a little less weedy. Smallmouth, largemouth, a little bit more on the rocks. So I'm gonna buzz over there and complete this guide service video so it can be episode 1. And it's a little less weedy here.
Come on.
Well, I know once we get like up around the point, and if we go to the other side, it's a little easier to fish because it's just rocky. Maybe catch a big smallmouth over there. But we're gonna try these couple of docks right here. I'm gonna set you guys up for a little bit of fishing footage, and no matter what, even if I have to reach in there and just grab it,
Say if I have to
take the
dive in
net.
myself and get it.
See, there we go. All right, I'm gonna spin us around so you have a little more straight on shot. Because I do catch a lot of fish off these green top docks.
Yeah.
I'll get you up a little here.
You want me to go where?
Just try to get up into that corner or any of the shady edge right here. Yeah, let it just sink right there.
Oh, I think I got
Oh, you did!
I got one.
You do have one.
Yep.
And it's a good one.
Come on.
That's a good one. Keep pressure. Keep pressure. Keep pressure. Okay. Just let it kind of wear itself out a little bit.
Okay.
Don't let it flip. Keep it low. Keep it low.
Okay.
Okay, keep it tight. Bring it up a little bit. Ooh, that's a nice one.
Okay.
Okay, swirl it towards me. Too tight, too tight. Towards me, towards me. Oh yeah.
Yes. Look
Nice
at that.
fish. Hell
Dang.
yeah.
I knew it.
All
I
right.
felt it
That's a
then.
nice one.
Oh my gosh.
That is a nice fish.
Oh my god.
Look at that. All right, guys.
All right.
We put her on the board. Let me grab this guy real quick. Well, like I said, you don't have to get in the frame there.
Okay.
But yeah, my goodness, it's beautiful.
I'm gonna hold it.
That is a beautiful fish. We're gonna get a hold and we're gonna get a picture real quick. So I'm gonna cut the camera
I can
for a
do
sec.
this.
I gotta hand it to her.
Okay, hang on.
Okay, go ahead and
I
grab
know
it
how
right
to
there.
grab it.
Deeper, deeper, deeper.
Deeper,
Hold the
deeper.
belly right
Okay.
here.
Got it.
Hold it. Careful.
I got this.
All right, just a sec.
Hurry.
Okay, we're gonna get a weight on this bad boy real quick.
Right?
I gotta get it in my bag. God, that's 2.5.
You're
I don't know, 2.5, 3.
hurry,
What are we thinking? What are we thinking, crowd?
Woohoo!
We have a 2.5 pounder. There we go.
Hey, good, Mom.
Woo! Calm down. Calm down. All right, let me set this down for a sec. 2.5. That is
That's a good one.
a hell of a fish. Hell of a fish. Look at that beauty.
First one of the day.
All right,
That was a
first
good
one. All right. All right, guide service in effect.
Yep.
On that catch just now, we moved over to this dock that I really love. It has some great shade when the sun's up right here. And right where I told her to cast is where she snagged it.
Yep.
So that's a +1 for the guide service.
It is.
And a nice fish nonetheless. So we're both super excited about that, and we're gonna set up and get you guys some more fishing footage and see if we can't catch another one. Hopefully I can kind of pinpoint her right on another guy, but might not top that. That was a nice bass,
Yeah, it was.
but we'll be right back.
It was nice.
Yep. And then when you get a chance, you're gonna want to do the same thing on this one. Just try to hit that shady side. There you go. That was a good one. That was a really good cast, actually. Okay, I'll get up here.
Huh?
So I'll get up here where you can cast right here. Just anywhere on the side of the dock.
No, for sure.
Yeah, that might have been a bite. I've always had really good luck on all these docks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the ones me and Grandpa have fished 1,000 times. Oh, no, okay, I see. Yep. Go ahead and just keep pulling. Keep pulling, pulling, come down. And you'll be good to go. If you want, I can hold the line at least over here. Yeah, I'll make it hold over here. Oh, I got a fish.
Here you go.
Yep.
Okay, we're on the line. Go, Jeff, go.
Oh, this one feels like a
Is it
decent
big?
one. Oh yeah, it's kind of like yours, just about.
Really? Oh, wow. Cool.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
no, no, no.
Yeah, he got me at the hook a little bit.
That fish is fire.
All right. Heck yeah.
Hey.
Got me on the board.
Excited now. I'm really
Oh shit. All right. We're getting some composure here. Dropping tripods and everything.
Nice.
All right. The guide had to get one in there.
Yeah.
I tried to get them all for her, but at least we snagged one.
Right?
So we'll take it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a little weight on this girl. Actually, kind of tummied up. We'll show off the tummy a little bit. There we go. And then I'm gonna get a little picture and we'll be right back with the weight. Okay, we got the weight and we just got the fish back in the water. We had her out for a second there. It was 2 pounds, 1 ounce, so she still got me by 7 pounds. Or 7 pounds, 7 ounces. And we've been getting them all off the shady side of the dock there, just that little L shape right in the corner. That one was hungry. It actually ran me out. Hers ran her out too, so that's a good thing. And we'll go from there. Bye for now. All right, another Bassin Battles update. We haven't caught another fish yet to try to cool off a hair. And now we're gonna beat up these little pads over here and we'll make our way around to the bay where there's a bunch more pads, a few more docks. And I'm gonna set you guys up right here because this little pad group, we might catch one on. It's a pretty nice little group. And just remember too, like I was saying, if you do feel like you get stuck, try to get even like this and then reel it back to you. Don't reel like this with your pole up in the air because it drives the hook.
Pulling like this,
yeah.
Because that's what Grandpa taught us when we did.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Well, looks like a curly worm like that. Shoot, that might be the new rig. Damn. Look at that.
I know. Yeah, you should leave it. Let me try it.
Right? Okay. Yeah, let's give that a
Flies
shot.
off. Oh, well.
I'm serious.
That's funny.
That looks like a real worm. Okay, all this right here, I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah.
All this that I'm pointing at is freaking fish heaven. And I haven't got a bite yet, but we're trying.
Yeah, I haven't had one here either.
Oh, shoot.
That one literally hit me now.
Yeah, that one was close. That one was close. So I just realized an important part of the guide service is to making sure you're using the right baits in the right spots. Because we just had an incident where the confidence bait caught the big fish, caught her only fish, so she really, really wanted to use that Ned head. But as you can see, these pads are thick, so it's an exposed hook. So that makes it very difficult. So what we did is we switched back over to the Senko in a Texas weedless. And then, but I told her she can definitely switch that confidence bait coming up right here. Let me move my head. Let me find this. This right here, there's a deadhead, there's a dock, it looks clean. So now the guide is gonna advise that you're good for takeoff on the other one.
Yeah. I'm fishing with this one right this minute.
Okay.
But I'm gonna change loop in my.
Okay, here. Yep, part of the guide service is fixing all this stuff too. I'll hold this line out here. No, that's pointed at me. Another thing in a guide service, make sure you have some decent stuff. I mean, I have decent gear, but this particular line I have on here is pretty awful.
I have to tell you.
It's really twisty. I usually use Seagower and Vizex for all this stuff, but as anybody knows, that's $30 plus. Yeah, actually, we've had a 2.5 pounder and a 2 pounder, a largemouth.
Yep, it was fun.
Right? It was her biggest bass.
It was my biggest bass ever.
All right, on. Always cool to have somebody cool talking to you. I'm not just telling you to get the hell out of here. Right. So we're gonna cast this stuff over here. I'll kick the camera on for a little bit, get some fishing footage, and we'll see if we can at least get one more. We'll update it here. We'll have some fishing footage and then hopefully a catch, and then we'll see what we can do from there. Be back. So yeah, cast anywhere in here.
I know you do.
Yeah. Get a good cast in anywhere.
Oh, Darla.
Yeah. Fishing fundamentals. Open the bell. Open the bell. Oh, I'm hooked into a log.
Are you?
Oh, I thought for sure.
Wow, you really are.
Yeah, I thought for sure I had a fish. I'm just gonna slowly, quietly pull myself over here. Yeah. Try not to disturb the water with the trolling motor if I can avoid it.
Definitely win for catching trash today.
Yeah, right.
That was a big one.
60-pound log.
You might want to get out of this hole. Oops. That's it. No new ways of casting. That did not work.
Yeah, right. That's too funny.
Yeah, that was not good.
It's one of those things where you'll hit it the first time and
Yeah.
go, I'm gonna cast like this.
Right.
And then you do it again and it's
You're like,
awful.
No.
You're like, oh, that was just a fluke.
Right? Totally.
I
What in the
heard the
world?
bell close that time.
Yeah, it just shut down on me. What
Yep.
the heck?
It might not have been open all the way. Like it probably didn't click all the way.
Yeah.
And then the momentum just shuts it.
It does.
Let's turn the water. You know, a 2.5 and a 2. Largies. Not too bad. Oh no, you're good.
fine.
Thank you very much for saying that though.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out how to get some motion sick in a car, but I don't get sick on a boat.
Yeah. If it was really bad waves for a consistent period, you might.
I get motion sick on the plane, for damn sure.
Over here. All right, we're gonna take a little break. We'll be right back. Either fish update or taking you guys out. Be right back. All right, Bassin Battles Guide Service produced a 2.5 pounder. That's a PB for the mom. And I even caught a little 2 pounder myself. So can't complain about that. But what we are gonna do is take you guys out. First episode of the guide series. I'm hoping to get each of the family members out, a friend or two out, maybe subscriber. Bring it on. Try to get you guys some fish. But a special shout out to the mom here for coming out and fishing.
Thank you. It was fun.
Hey, that'll work. But all right, we will catch you guys next time. I'm sure a giveaway just ended or one's coming up or whatever the case may be. So just stay tuned. More fishing, more fun. More of this beautiful nature. Look at that. I'm gonna spin around, spin back around. Look at all that out there. All right, take you out with some good shots of the water, and I'll see you guys next time.